melted away from me. Look, I'm not mad at you, Chica. I know you had to get out. I guess I just hoped that you would take me with you. A long silence passed between us. I climbed to my feet and wrapped my hands around her, giving her the biggest bear hug I could muster. Well, I'm never leaving you again, you hear me? You're like my sister, and I haven't been complete since I left you behind. She returned my hug, shaking me from side to side. The corners of her eyes squinted, and she pursed her lips into a cheeky grin. So, tell me about those 3 smoking hot he-wolves who kidnapped you. Are you into any of them? My cheeks went pink. Well, I turned away, preferring not to let Riley read my expression. I never could hide anything from her eagle eyes, no matter how much I wanted to. Before I could fully turn, she locked her arm around my neck so I couldn't escape. Oh, no, you don't. You're not getting away that easy. Now spill. Fine. I'll tell you the deets. I squirmed, struggling in vain to work her arm off. Their pack is cursed. I blurted the words like water from a tap, and she released me, her eyes widening in surprise. Cursed? Like by witches? Her brows furrowed in confusion, and she folded her arms as if mulling it over. Not by witches, just one witch. A witch who just happens to be my grandmother. Just saying the word grandmother made anger bubble up inside me. She was the family I could have had, should have had, if not for those lying scoundrels, Miles, Calum, and Cyrus. She gasped, covering her mouth and flinging her eyes open wide. You'd think she'd seen a ghost by the look on her face. You're a witch? Part witch, thank you very much. And those assholes who kidnapped me refused to tell me a word about my heritage. I jumped up from the couch and paced the floor, flailing my arms about like a madwoman. They had me running around like an idiot for weeks, doing all sorts of dangerous training, just so I could break my own grandmother's curse. Can you believe the nerve? Inches from the window, I spun on my heels to peer at a sullen-faced Riley. And get this, Granny Dearest only cursed them because their pack sold my mom away to the hole shifters when she was pregnant with me. If Ragnaron had never taken me away from them, I never would have found out the truth. I would have just stayed with the people who destroyed my family, forced to remain their little ignorant curse breaker, a fool. My vision blurred as hot tears rolled down my cheeks and soaked the front of my blouse. To think I'd actually started to really like those jerks, too. I'd said so much, but Riley never said a word in response, her expression speaking on her behalf. What only a second ago were 2 shining brown eyes were now 2 dark circles shrouded in a somber shadow, one that slowly drained the vibrance from her lovely mahogany skin. And now you want revenge. Her voice, though gentle, pierced the silence like a dagger. That's why you want to marry Ragnaron, isn't it? He's the mortal enemy of the 3 he-wolves who deceived you. How do you know that? I wiped the tears from my face and sniffled 3 times. Well, I heard about them when Alpha Logan took me to meet Ragnaron for the first time. She rubbed her elbow. But I had no idea any of this was happening to you. I'm so sorry. Riley narrowed the gap between us and took me into her warm embrace. We held each other for several silent moments. My mood lifted as if I were feeding off her love. Riley's hugs were like a warm blanket and cup of hot cocoa mixed into one. It was always just what I needed. Do what you need to do to find your peace. Riley rubbed my back before tilting her head backward to look me sternly in the eyes. But be careful of that Ragnaron guy. I'm not sure what it is, but something about him rubs me the wrong way. Don't worry. Like I said, I never said I was going to marry the guy. I stretched my arm out behind Riley's head, took a good look at the enormous diamond on my finger, and smiled. It was a pretty ring, though. Ragnaron sure knew how to treat a girl.